All right, what's up, family? It's your girl, Coach Candles, and I'm back again with another video. I'm going to be going over Sensei. I'm going to show you all how to take the guesswork out of trading and make this extremely simple for you all so that you all can be profitable consistently. Y'all can withdraw consistently from the markets. I'm going to go ahead and get right into the setup because I don't want to waste any time on this video. And so first things first, what you want to do is we want to change our normal candlesticks to Hakanashi candlesticks. And the reason we did this was because we know that Hakanashi candlesticks takes the noise out of the market for you, okay? You don't see as much price action. It's just telling you what the strength of the candles are. Is the strength with the buyers or the sellers based off of the formula that the Hakanashi candles use. So right here where my cursor is at, you're gonna click there where the two candlesticks are at, and you're gonna click, you're gonna switch that to Hakanashi candles. Click Hakanashi, okay? The next thing you want to do is you wanna go here to where it says indicators, okay? You're gonna type in EMA. You're gonna click twice where it says moving average exponential, okay? Then we're gonna go and you're gonna type in Ichi. You're gonna click Ichimoku cloud. All right, you're gonna type in MFI, you're gonna click money flow. You're gonna type in mom, and you're gonna click momentum. RSI will already be on your screen. You're gonna type in MACD, you're gonna click that twice, okay? Then you're gonna type in DMI, sorry about that. You're gonna type in DMI, and you're gonna click directional movement. Now we're gonna go ahead and get through the actual settings of these, and then after we get through the settings, I'll go ahead and start explaining everything, but let's get through this. So your first EMA on your screen at the top, you're gonna go ahead and click format. All right, for your inputs is gonna be 3. So we're measuring the last 3 candlesticks. It's applied to the close of the candlesticks, and the offset is 1. Your style is gonna be turquoise. We believe in trusting the turquoise, okay? Yours is gonna be scale right, you're gonna click okay. We're gonna go to EMA, the next one that you did not adjust. We're gonna change the length to 10. So now we're measuring the last 10 candlesticks. It's being applied to the close and the offset is 0. Your style is gonna be red, okay? Then you're gonna scale it right. You can adjust the thickness to your liking, but I have mine all the way turned up because I wanna be able to see clearly. All right, then we get down here to the bottom. I am gonna show you all how to merge these indicators because your MFI, your momentum, and your RSI will be in one box, and your 2 MACDs will be also in one box. So let's go to the box that says MFI, wherever that is on your screen. You're gonna click format, all right? Your length is gonna be 5. Your style is gonna be green for money green. You're gonna unclick upper limit, lower limit, H-line backgrounds. You're gonna click precision, and it's gonna be 4. You're gonna go ahead and have scale right. And you're gonna press okay. All right, then we're gonna go momentum. You're gonna click format, and then you're gonna click inputs. Your length is gonna be 5. The source is gonna be closed. All right, your style. We're gonna do this fuchsia color. Your precision is gonna be 4, and then this screen no scale. All right, your RSI for inputs is going to be 5. For style, it's going to be red. Now, this is important. You're going to make sure the upper limit is actually clicked on this one, and you're going to change that price line number to 50. And we want to make this thick because this is important for us to know where this actual line is. Because for your RSI and your momentum, they're oscillators, okay? Meaning that they're telling you about timing. So it's saying that when it gets above this 50, it's the right time. And this is where this is where the bulls are coming into the market. When it gets below that 50, it's telling you this is the right time to sell because those bears are coming into the market. The money flow index is telling you this is a volumes indicator. So this is telling you the volume at which the big time money, the people who move the market, this is telling you, okay, the volume is now, the big time money is now putting in a lot of buy orders, or the big time money is now putting in a lot of sell orders, depending on if it's above or below that 50 line. We're gonna move on to our MACD. You're gonna find one of them, okay? And your fast length, you're gonna do 12. Your slow length is going to be 26. We're going to apply it to the close of the candlesticks. And your signal length is going to be 1. Your style, you're going to unclick histogram and you're going to unclick MACD, okay? Your signal is going to be red. Your precision is going to be 4. You're going to scale that one right, all right? Then you're going to go to your next MACD. Your fast length for this one is going to be 5. Your slow length is going to be 15. We're going to apply it to the close, and our signal length will be 1. Our histogram will be checked. It will be black, and we're going to cut that thickness all the way up and make sure the price line is selected. We're going to click the MACD and make sure it has no check box, no check mark. And we're going to click the signal to make sure it has a check mark. We're going to make that green. We're going to cut the thickness up. The precision will be 4. The scale will be scale right. You're going to click OK. Our last one will be our DMI. All right. Our DI length will be 5. Our ADX smoothing will be 1. Our style right here, it will be blue, red, black. Okay, this black one, we're going to cut that thickness up. Our precision will be 4. We're going to scale that right. Okay, then you're going to press OK. Now we have all our settings. The next thing you want to do as soon as you get these settings, sorry, I don't think I went through the Ichimoku cloud. For your Ichimoku cloud, your inputs will be 9, 26, 52, and 26. Okay. Your style, you want to unclick the conversion line, the baseline, and the lagging span. Okay. And then you want to click lead 1 and lead 2. You want to make sure plot's background is clicked. You want to make sure your lead 1 is green, your lead 2 is red. Okay. Now, the next thing you want to do, this cloud with the arrow pointing up, you want to click Save Charts, type in your template name, and press OK. So that way, every time you come on here, you're going to log in and go to where it says Load Charts, and you'll be able to pull this template up. Now, let's get into how you actually will use all of this to be profitable throughout the continuation and the duration of your length and time with the winner's circle. First things first, all right? You want to select a broker and you want to make sure you're on the scans that say H1, H4, and daily, all right? We use this on H1 and up to be most profitable. That's step number 1. Step number 2 is that you want to check forexfactory.com, forexfactory.com, to see if there's any news coming out that could alter the accuracy of your trading, okay? If there's no news coming out, then you're good, okay, with the particular pair that you're looking at. Next up, you want to make sure that you are trading with the scanner. If the scanner is predicting a sell, like in this particular example, how do you know that? You're going to see the D at the top of the triangle. You want to see the D at the top, and you want to see the take profits below, okay? You want to see the take profits below. That signifies that this is calling for a sale, okay? Now, the next thing is that we want to see what these EMAs are doing. The reason we're looking at these EMAs is because these are trending indicators. So they are confirming the trend that the candlesticks have already created, okay? They're confirming the trend. They're not predicting the trend. They're just confirming what the trend is already doing, all right? So let me zoom in, and this is gonna be step 1, okay? This is step 1. When you see these turquoise lines, when you see your turquoise lines start to curve or flatten out, this means that consolidation is upon us or a change in momentum, because our trend is starting to change or it's starting to come into consolidation, as you see right here. Right here, our turquoise line is flat, so there's consolidation happening in the market. You can see it curving right here. These candlesticks are going up, then they turn red, and your trending indicator is also curving. Now, the first thing we want to look for, this is how I do it. I see my line cross. If this is predicting a sell, we're going over a sell example. I want this blue line to come underneath this red line. That's my first indicator that, okay, the market is now lining up for a potential sale. okay, is when this blue line comes underneath the red line. That's step one. Step two, we go down here. We want all three, the RSI, the momentum, and the money flow to be underneath this dotted line, okay? That's step number two. We can see that that has already happened right here, all right? Our next step, we want this green line to be underneath this 50, and we want our red line to be following it, pointing in a downward direction. We don't want these lines to be flat, because when these lines are flat, that means the market is flat. Consolidation has happened right here, and you can also see that this line is flat because it's reacting to what current price is doing as well, okay? So what it's saying is that the market is not in momentum to the up or the downside. So right here, we can see that this trade wouldn't have been ready right here. And because we're on the hour chart, we know that at the top of the hour, a new candlestick starts to get created. So we would have waited to the next hour, the top of the next hour, and now it is below, okay? This green line is below, and our red line is coming down. The last, well, this is one of the last steps, but not the last step, all right, is that we want our red line on top of this blue line. Our red line should be on top of the blue line. Now, what this means is that this right here is a trending indicator as well. So this is saying that the trend of the sellers are extremely strong, because the further away this black line is from your blue and red line, the stronger the strength in the trend. The closer it is, the weaker the strength in the trend, okay? So we have all of these things lined up. The next thing we want is we want to make sure that the candlestick that we're entering in, we want to make sure that they have flat tops, okay? When we're looking for a sale, meaning that there should be no wick coming out the top of these candlesticks. And what I like to confirm it is for two, but if you want to use just one, you can do that. But the safer one is to have two back to back. So we can see, I'm gonna just move this. We can see that we have 1, 2, and we have all our indicators lined up. Now, the smaller these candlesticks get, the less momentum they have. So we can see we have good length on these two candlesticks, the length of them, and this momentum is strong. All right. The last thing I do is I take my measure shift tool and I see where will I be getting in and what my take profit will be. Okay. Now, our take profit right here is take profit 1. That is the closest take profit to my entry when I'm looking for a sell, meaning the market is trending down. So this number says, the last number says 226. This means that I will make 22 pips, okay, gain 22 pips profit off this particular sale. That is a good trade. If that number is 100 or less, then I don't take that setup. The reason being is because 10 pips is not worth me getting in the trade, okay? So you want to make sure that number is 100 or above, okay? So we set our take profit. Now, I know people ask, how do I set my stop loss, okay? Set your stop loss. If you're getting in between the entry and take profit 1, okay, you want to use the original stop loss that the scanner gives, or you can use a 40 pip stop loss as just a safety net for you, okay? If not, let's say this trade did not hit momentum until in between take profit 1 and take profit 2, and you got in the middle of this, you want to now use the entry as your stop loss, okay? A little bit above the entry, because the stop loss and take profits are support and resistance zones on the scanner. So they're already set for you, so you don't have to guess them, okay? Now, this is an example of a sell. Now we're gonna go ahead and look at an example of a buy, okay? All right, here's an example of a buy. Oh, really quickly, because I did not mention the cloud. Now, how are we going to use this cloud is the top and the bottom of this cloud The flat parts of it typically represents consolidation, and the bottom of the cloud is a form of resistance, okay? And the top of the cloud is a form of support, all right? So I'll show you when I get into it. So same, it's the opposite stuff for a buy example. So right here, we see this, our blue line, it starts to flatten out. Right here, it starts to curve. We see this consolidation, all right? But it actually crosses. Now, when it crosses, that's our first confirmation, okay? So it crossed, and the EMA started to separate. The further those EMAs get apart, the stronger that buy trend is. So for a buy, we now want this blue line to cross on top of this red line, okay? So it's crossed on top of this red line. The next thing we're looking for is now we want all of these indicators to be above this dotted line, okay? We can see this green line is actually sitting on it. So we already knew we would have waited to the next hour because that is not lined up. So the next hour comes up and this next candlestick pops up and we have all of our indicators on top of the dotted line. Then here we have our green line. It's on top of this dotted line as well. And our red MACD is actually pulling upwards and is following and trailing this green line. So our momentum is to the upside here, all right? Our next thing is that we want this blue line. We want this blue line on top of this red line. We have that, and this black line, it has distance in between the blue line. So that signifies that this is clearly a situation where that the strength of that trend is pretty strong, okay? Now, we have our two Heikin-Ashi flat bottoms back to back. There's no wick coming out of the bottom of either of these candlesticks, okay? This is the candlestick right here where this line is at, is where it lined up at, okay? But this previous one also had no wick at the bottom, and the one where everything lined up has no wick at the bottom, so we would have been able to enter on this particular candlestick. So again, I want to take my measure shift tool and I want to drag it up to the level of take profit 1 to make sure that that last number where I see 624, to make sure that's higher than 100. We can already see that this particular one is higher, clearly higher than 100. So this is 62 pips. You drop that last number, that's the pip count. The scanner puts it to you in points. So 62 pip profit would have been take profit 1 for this particular trade. In an hour, I would have hit my take profit, okay? 62 pips. I would have set my stop loss at the original stop loss here because I'm getting in between the entry and take profit 1. Now, if I wanted to hold this trade a little bit past take profit 1, which I tell people that you don't have to, okay? You can. But when it hit the bottom of this cloud, this is what I'm talking about. You see how it wicked? Price wicked off the bottom of this cloud and it came and closed down here because this is acting as a level of resistance, okay? The bottom of the cloud acts as a level of resistance. Then it started to lose a little bit of momentum, okay? And then it finally broke through that cloud. So that is an example of a buy and a sell. You have your steps on how to break this thing down. This is Coach Candles signing out. I will drop my social media handles for you all so that y'all can reach out to me on social media, or y'all can reach out to me in the Telegram group. We'll see y'all at the top because the bottom is way too crowded, but we'll never look down on anyone unless we're willing to help them up.